Everybody, welcome back. We're getting set up for our final set of the night. We have SwagCaillou versus LightyGuy.
It's going to be definitely an interesting matchup. SwagCaillou's always been known for playing pretty strong decks. He's a fairly strong player. LightyGuy, you know, who knows what we can expect out of him. We do, because we know the deck lists.
Yeah, we're looking at the deck list right now. Ultimately, we have LightyGuy bringing Druid, Warlock, and Hunter.
Yep. You know, pretty traditional Druid deck. Kind of a mid-rangey Hunter deck. You know, plays like Lothab and both high mains, Doctor Boom. Just high-end threats that your opponent can't deal with after all of the rush of the early game. And a deck called the Ape Cage as his Warlock deck, which would make you think it's a Zoo deck, but it's actually just traditional handlock.
Yeah.
Maybe less traditional in that it only plays one Hellfire and one Shadow Flame. Usually you see 3 total of those cards, either going for the 2 Shadow Flame, 1 Hellfire, or 1 Shadow Flame, 2 Hellfire.
Right. Well, I do, before we move on to SwagCaillou's decks, I do want to point out that I'm a personal fan of his Hunter deck, being named the Trap Squad.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the first thing I noticed.
I'm a huge fan.
When you sent me the deck lists.
Absolute fan. And I hope to see more sick names for the decks.
Yeah, really. I mean,
let alone the builds themselves.
Well, Burn Pro had some good names that we can't really say on screen or on stream. Really.
No, we can't.
Yeah, no other really excellent names. So as far as that goes, LightyGuy wins for this week.
Yes. Now, bringing around to SwagCaillou's decks, he's bringing us a Tempo Mage.
Yep, Tempo Mage, Fast Druid, Mid-Range Paladin.
Mid-Range Pally.
You know, these are pretty much like the most standard decks you could bring to this kind of tournament.
It seems so. I do want to point out that in his Mage deck, he's bringing...
oh, it is there. We were looking for it before.
Yes.
And there is the Nexus Champion Sarad in SwagCaillou's Tempo Mage deck.
So it's Tempo Mage, but it has that little element of esports.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's... I would not hesitate to call this Casino Mage. In the slightest. You're playing 2 Arcane Missiles?
I only see 1 Unstable Portal, so I hesitate to call it Casino Mage.
Well, if he gets Unstable Portal off of Nexus Champion Sarad,
it's absolutely...
then we're talking.
Then it's esports Mage.
Alright. Alright, so as soon as we get them to load in, we'll have our first matchup of the last match of the night. And as if by magic, they listened. And we're getting to the game. So what do you think we're going to see first? I think we're going to see Mage.
I think we're going to see Mage from both of them. And we see Mage from... Well, that's right.
There's only one Mage, but...
Yeah.
Makes sense. Druid off of
SwagCaillou. The Trap Squad coming out to play.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely trapping it up.
Possibly off of the idea that Druid is so good off the start, and that mid-range Hunter does have... Some call it favorable, some call it good.
Yeah.
I don't know where it falls exactly, but I know for a fact that the mid-range Hunter offers a lot against the Druid.
That's true. Interesting fact. The Darnassus Aspirant lines up exceptionally well against Freezing Trap.
Yes, it does.
Pretty insane. Which I think you just coin out here, right? Like, what is the literal worst thing that can happen to you?
I don't really see a downside.
Yeah, I don't either. You get to Innervate Drake the next turn and then just pile it on.
Let's see.
Okay. It's really just such a amazingly fast start.
SwagCaillou's start is looking phenomenal.
Yeah.
LightyGuy, really, against any other start, you would not complain with what you're holding.
Definitely.
with what he picked up, but looking at this Drake coming down, looking at this 2-for-1 that Darnassus is going to get.
Yeah.
Picking up Savage Combatant.
Yeah, wow. Oh, and he draws the Freezing Trap? That kind of stinks.
Huffer Companion.
Huffer Companion, though. It's pretty good.
Could be looking at an
just,
empty board. I don't think so. I don't think you should.
I think we're looking at Freezing Trap and Freezing Trap, and that's just a game. We have a Huffer on board.
Yeah.
Like, that is the other Freezing Trap in his hand, and, I mean... How is he getting this,
Is there a Bear Trap in this deck?
That is a good question. I think there actually is a Bear Trap in this deck, so that might be the only one we're looking at here. No, it's just
no
two
Bear
freezing.
Trap, just 2 freezings. Okay. So unless he holds out on attacking, the Drake will be bounced back.
Yeah.
He does hold out on attacking.
The thing is, you can just kill command the... Alright, he's just going for speed. He's going the distance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big swipe pickup.
Oh man, that's just raw. Give it to him.
And out of the Shredder, just a 2/2.
Yep. I'm just a 2/2.
Drake stays on board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. I mean...
Yeah, it's...
Do you even play the Freezing Trap? I mean, then you're not doing any damage this turn. Just hero power? Do you think you... I'm fascinated by that. I think you kind of have to...
It's such a...
Like, respect the Druid's ability to kill you very quickly.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just sit there and, like, hope to, like, combo him.
No, there's no way to just look around and see, like, oh, I'm just gonna draw a beast, drop double kill command, it's over.
Yeah, now it's like, what are your plays here? Ironbeak, Owl, Houndmaster it?
He's hovering over it.
Yeah, he is hovering over it, but
that is
he stands to die very quickly.
probably your best play.
Yeah.
Because now you can't put out Freezing Trap, you can't slow them down.
Yeah.
That Freezing Trap might come out a turn too late. Even if he does play this Owl and taunt it up, is Savage Combatant just gonna...
I mean, Savage Combatant's a little risky because
it is a little
you
risky.
are playing against a dedicated burn deck, but I mean, we're not seeing anything here, and
No,
you know,
no play.
Like, LightyGuy's just kind of riding the fact that he needs to get Unleash the Hounds right now, or he's done.
Yeah.
And even then, you know, he's not in a terrific spot. Like, he's getting cracked for...
What? He's down to 12 now.
And,
another Knife Juggler is
you know, you gotta get some sick Knife Juggles right now.
What Knife Juggles save you? I mean, hitting the 4/2, I guess, does it?
Actually, no, you're dead. You're dead right now. You need to have silenced that.
The Savage Combatant.
Savage Combatant, and that doesn't even save you. Because there's swipe in hand.
Yeah. Well, Fast Druid living up to its name.
Fast Druid definitely living up to its name, because that was, I would call that combat savage. And we're seeing some well-playeds exchange there, but I don't think it was that sincere off of SwagCaillou, if I'd had to guess.
It's hard to say if anything sincere from a guy with the name SwagCaillou.
That's true. Although Druid definitely does have the best emotes. Because it has that smug little laugh in the well played. It's like, well played.
Eh.
And like it perfectly like synchronizes with like all of the spells too. It's like, well played, and then swipe hits you, and it's like, alright, this card sucks. So going into this next game, what do you think SwagCaillou brings? Because my guess would be Mage.
Well,
like I don't
leaves him with his Mage and his
leaves him with Mage and Paladin, and
I could see the Paladin if he's looking to keep up the speed, which we see the Paladin come out.
Yeah, but I mean, the Tempo Mage also has a tremendous amount of speed, too. But, as you said, he does go with the Paladin.
Yeah.
And this is just a really ridiculous hand from the Hunter player.
LightyGuy looking to see a lot of speed coming from him.
Yeah. He's like, gotta go fast right now. I mean, you lead with a Knife Dart there, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
No reason not to.
Yeah, I mean, it just trades with the Zombie Chow, but...
Yeah. You're a little upset that it only trades with the Zombie Chow, but at the same time...
Yeah, you know, you can't be too upset by that.
You can't just put down the Scientist and say, okay, you know, he's going to 2 for 1.
Yeah, the fact that there's only Freezing Trap as the trap selection for LightyGuy is kind of an issue. You know, it doesn't really allow for too much going on here. And I really wonder if you just Peacekeeper this. Like, yeah, it's just a 3-3.
Yeah, you get the 3-3 on the board.
I mean, you're going to look to bounce it back eventually,
It
too.
might trade... Well, it could trade because of the Abusive coming out now.
Yeah.
It could have traded with a Huffer.
See, and this play looks good if you're going face. It looks a little better. I'm very intrigued by that play. And I think LightyGuy's trying to play around Consecration as best he can. That would seem to be a guess to me.
I don't know.
So, SwagCaillou can actually deny a Freezing Trap from ever existing for LightyGuy if he attacks the Mad Scientist first with his True Silver Champion.
Which he doesn't.
She doesn't, but I think that's correct to do as well.
And deny the Freezing Trap?
Deny the Freezing
Yes,
Trap, denies
absolutely.
another proc for the bow. If you're doing this play anyway, you might as well.
Exactly.
Since you give them a free card. Quick Shot's a good card, too.
Quick Shot's a great card. It should be coming up pretty soon. Huffer.
As long as this isn't
Nope.
Huffer, it's
not
it's
Huffer.
pretty okay. At the same time, this Tuskar Jouster is looking pretty hot.
Yeah.
It's pretty likely to gain...
Yeah, you're expecting to win the joust.
yeah, definitely. I don't know necessarily how I feel about... I think you can just go double Minibot, because...
That's...
Like, he goes bow, and
Oh, yeah.
then...
Double Minibot is
Then
great
you just
here.
get to run the Minibot.
We get to
run
run
the
a
Minibots in. Yeah.
a single Minibot in.
But now, you're kind of, like, at the mercy of this Freezing Trap. He gets to curve it into high main, too, which is pretty nasty. Like, he just goes bow your 1-1, and then... That's very interesting.
Not pushing the damage to the face.
Very interesting.
Maybe?
No, you have to play, like, the Minibot here. Absolutely have to. You have to go Minibot Hero Power. And if you don't, you're pretty much dead to this Hyman. Unless you have another Peacekeeper in your hand, in your, like, next couple cards, but, like...
But no one knows that.
Yeah, no one knows that. And I think it's just, like... Oh god, the Minibot as the play, too, is just, like...
Ooh.
It's really just the worst. Cause now, oh man, now you have no way to,
Master?
you have no way to kill the high man. Okay.
Well, there's not no way to kill the Hymen. There's no way to clear it out easily because the equality is there.
The equality is there.
It's definitely suboptimal,
absolutely.
but if need be, it's there.
Yeah, I think you just jam face. No. You have to you have to know it's not Freezing Trap if you're playing equality first. You know?
Yeah. No. Huh.
Like, if you're hitting this high main, God bless your soul. You know?
Yeah, that's It's a huge amount of damage.
The only
the bow charge coming out.
Bow charge coming out. The high
the 2/2s
now.
Tuskar
is happening.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. And if you don't win, you're done. And he didn't.
He didn't win.
And it's very unlikely he's going to win the actual game now.
Let's see. Lotheb coming out can apply a little more pressure, but Houndmaster probably still better.
Yeah. Well, actually, you do get the opportunity to. Well, Tyrion Fordring's not a bad card against this sort of board.
No, not at all.
Neither is Lay on Hands as backup. But now,
Leper Gnome, not quite what we're looking for.
Leper Gnome doesn't seem like the best. You get to play Leper Gnome. I mean, you get to empty your hand.
Yeah.
Question is, what do you quick shot?
There's no way you attack with the face and preserve the hyena. Is there?
Well, I mean, if you attack with the... I think you pop the Divine Shield there. Question is, I think you do this.
Yeah.
And you just crack them. Oh man, I really think he should have played Lay on Hands the turn that he played the mini bot, or not Lay on Hands, Muster for Battle. Or he could have gone he should have hero powered instead of playing the.
We see another Murloc Knight.
Yeah, Murloc Knight is kind of the card everyone's been after these few matches with Paladin. It's really interesting that you have to hit the Zombie Chow there, but it just means you don't lose the race.
Yeah.
And Knife Juggler into do something. I really wish it were better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem that good. I mean, you do get to
Knife Juggler.
Play Belcher.
Looks like he's gonna.
You might actually have a shot at this game.
Maybe.
As long as the boombots don't hit you in the face.
The boombots are
you have to hit
kind.
the
You have your
4-1.
chance. Didn't hit the 4-1 yet. That boombot's pretty consequential. Hits the 2-1.
Alright, so now you're dead. If the boombot
If the boombot hits face.
Oh yeah, you have so many juggles here.
Oh, let's see.
Alright.
Okay. Faceless Manipulator.
Faceless Manipulator. I don't think that does it.
No, I don't think so.
So...
However, the Murloc Knight into Juggles is available.
Yeah, but that doesn't... There's nothing you can get off the Murloc Knight that does it, is there?
I don't know.
Even if you get the 2/4 charge, turns into a 3/4 charge, most it can hit you hit your opponent in the face for is 4 off, well 5 I guess off of that. Yeah, no, it's not happening here. I think your best bet is to just... No, you have to hit that and hope it's Doomsayer. Or that. That works too.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
still
nothing.
alive because of that.
Still alive, and wow, he actually...
Holy hell.
It looks like he has it.
Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
We appreciate it.
There's 9 on board.
He could actually live an extra turn.
8 on board.
So now...
Well, no. Is that 3, 6, 8, 9 with the Quartermaster?
Yeah.
That'll be it.
No. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot the Light's Justice was there.
Well, everyone forgets Light's Justice.
Everyone forgets Light's Justice, but it is a 4-point, burn spell. Wow. By the skin of his teeth. I would say that Ancient Watcher was the biggest upset of, all the matches we've had tonight.
The odds were low, but...
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he didn't hit the hero power, and instead hit the Grimscale Oracle, lost him that game.
Yeah.
Right? Because, well, it didn't actually lose him the game, because he drew Savannah Highmane for the turn.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Right. Getting into game 3. SwagCaillou down to his final deck, his Tempo Mage.
Yeah, Tempo Mage is
Casino Mage.
Casino Mage.
Esports Mage.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
A lot of random effects. And there's the trifecta of Mage minions. It's just...
Minion into minion into minion.
It's really just Mana Worm, Sorcerer's Apprentice, into Flamewaker.
Even get a free mirror image if you'd like next turn or the turn after.
It's very true.
We see LightyGuy bringing out his handlock.
Yeah, and this is a matchup where you need either sweepers or just effects that are way too big for your opponent to get through. And I like holding off on the mirror image, because you get two damage out of it next turn.
And
might as well save it.
Yep. Picking up the giant, that's an important draw.
Yeah, I think this mirror image is
gonna be
really important, because it soaks up 2 attacks basically.
Yeah, it's gonna soak up 2 attacks, save for Hellfire coming down.
Yeah, I mean, if Hellfire happens or Shadow Flame. Oh wow. I think you should play something though.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, okay. I'm not particularly in love with that play, but it does make Shadow Flame a very good top deck. That is an insane draw though for SwagCaillou.
It's phenomenal because he's looking to close this out now.
Yeah.
He sees it. He can smell it.
Oh no.
The
mirror entity is
against the handlock.
Yeah, we're done here. You can even just
and he might be looking for the turn 4 mountain giant here.
Yeah.
All 3 to the face.
Is that?
Oh my god.
That's basically game. That's game. Like, there's nothing he can do here.
Esports.
Wow.
Well,
killed basically on turn 4.
That was
insane.
How many things had to go completely right for that to just
well, like I said, it just comes back to that trifecta of mage minions. You have Mana Worm for the early pressure. Sorcerer's Apprentice is an insane enabler, and then Flamewaker's just like, it's like Mana Worm with haste or charge basically. So it's just like,
it's icing on the cake.
Yeah,
that was
wow.
That was an insane game 3
incredible.
With SwagCaillou taking the set 3-0.
Wow, running completely countered all the other matches tonight too, because they both went to, or one went to 4 and one went to 5 too. And this is just done.
And they weren't back and forth.
No,
fast.
Very fast.
Incredibly fast.
Well,
the second game was back and forth. It was very close.
Wow.
Well,
that was So what was your favorite match tonight? Because we had a lot of interesting decks come out and face off against each other.
You know what? I think one of the 2 that stand out to me is that Warlock Mirror that started the night off.
Yeah.
Stevie versus Rain.
That was definitely that was a real treat to watch.
You see 2 builds of Warlock go face to face.
And they're just so wildly different.
Exactly. Warlock is still, in my opinion, going to be the best class at endgame, whenever endgame happens to be, because it's so versatile in its builds. If Hearthstone were to move closer to a Magic style, where you build one deck and you tech in cards for matchups, for matches in tournaments, if for some reason that format ever comes to be, I think Warlock would just be the go-to class.
I think so as well.
And then obviously, people would bring Warlock counters. We might just see this game of RPS. Of like Warlock, Face Hunter, and Control Warrior or something. And the other game that sticks out in my mind is the Control Priest and Mage game. Burton's Control Priest bringing Confessor Palaces, bringing a lot of slow-paced, heavy removal decisions that had to be made. Looking at a handful of spells for most of the game, and still bringing it all the way to the end.
Yeah, it's really incredible, just like how resilient some of these decks can be.
How potent the heal can be from Justicar. Even played in a poor position, Justicar came out and prolonged the game by at least 3 to 4 turns.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty crazy. Like, whew. All right. Well, I think that's the night, right?
That's gonna do it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the games, and we will be back in 2 weeks with the next set of matches for you guys. So until then, have a good night.
And
we'll look for you guys soon.